tournament and for this casting.
Okay, so we ready to go into the second game?
Third game, you mean?
Third game, yeah.
Right.
Second game we're casting, third game in the series.
Yeah, so now we're going to go with the third game of the series between Team Momo versus TTZPP. And we're going on tile cross. And representing Momo, we have Aicy. Yeah. I have it right here, but we're going to see it anyway in the game.
Yeah, we'll see as soon as it loads up. So we actually see a Zerg versus Zerg on tile cross.
So I'll start. This might be a little confusing because of the colors, but on the top right we have the darker green Aicy representing Team Momo.
And then over in the 10 o'clock position over on the left we have the teal Zerg, Artanis XP.
Artanis XP representing the... You want to say the phrase?
The Twin Towers of Zenital Postmodern Practicality.
Thank you. I like to hear that. I like to hear that from you because I don't know. It just sounds very, very cool.
Yeah. So it looks like Aicy's actually going to get the very, very base advantage here because he's actually going to send his Overlord in the correct direction. So it's going to be a little bit before Artanis actually finds out where Aicy spawned. Now this is a 3-player map, so it is, I believe, rotational symmetric.
Yes,
if
it
I'm
is.
remembering correctly. And this is quite a good map for Zerg, which doesn't surprise me why we see a ZVZ on here.
Yeah, both players have not made the swarming pool yet. They're both on 9-9. They're both getting their overlords, so we may see possible equal build here.
Yeah, we could see hatch first from both of them actually, because they're I mean they're both adding 3 drones on with the 3 lava.
No, actually, we got a 12 pool happening from Aicy.
Okay, so the pool goes up for Aicy. This is going to be a good position. It looks like Artanis is going to get his pool up. No, that's actually a hatchery first.
That's a hatchery first, in the base,
in his main. So this is going to be a replay almost. I think it was last week on Destination, where we had one of the Zerg players on... I can't remember which team it was, but they also went for 2 hatch in the main pool. That didn't work out very well last week.
Right.
Let's see if it works out any better this week.
Aicy goes straight for the gas as soon as he got for the pool, so he could possibly go for a fast tech speedlings or fast lair, and you do also see a hatchery going up at Aicy's natural.
Yeah, so Aicy's going to get their spawning pool a little bit quicker. They're actually going to go up to 4 links, maybe even 6 when they get the correct amount of gas, not gas, minerals. But the main thing to note here, Artanis still hasn't scouted anything. He doesn't know that there is a hatchery going up here, but his build is actually going to be quite good against it. If Aicy actually manages to defend his natural well enough against the swell of lings for long enough, he'll eventually just, he should actually win the game.
Yeah, and we do see speedling tech happening by Aicy right now, as Aicy sends his Zerglings towards the... No, on the top, because I think he just saw it, because he didn't see it until then.
Yeah, so he's actually going to turn his lings around. I think he was actually going out there just to see what was going on. He did see with his Overlord that there wasn't... I don't believe he actually saw the hatchery going up. He does see the lings leaving the base. He's not got speed coming up yet for Artanis, so speed will finish. I think it's already finished now for Aicy, as a matter of fact. So the
no, not
it's
yet.
about 3/4. Yeah, it's about 3/4, and he goes into his lair. And, it's going to be a fairly even Zergling number to start with. Both of them do now have 2 hatcheries. The earlier lava does, of course, go to Artanis with his earlier second hatchery, but he will. Aicy will actually be able to hold this choke here, and that's going to be quite useful, especially with the Sunken coming in as well. Artanis is probably going to have trouble actually doing any damage here.
Now, Artanis is actually going for a 3rd hatch in his natural, so this might be a 3 hatch versus 2 hatch. Aicy is going for a lair right at this moment. There might be some Zergling action happening at Aicy's natural, but Speedlings has just been completed for Aicy, whereas Artanis don't have the speed tech yet and sniping off the Zerglings. Oh man, all the Zerglings go down by...
It's possible they do have speed, although I'm not the best
No,
judge. No, I don't think
Artanis
they
don't
do.
have the speed yet. He just got it.
Yeah,
he
no,
literally just got
he used all his money on his early lava to get Zerglings, but this is going to put him at a disadvantage. The layer's now finished for Aicy, and if Aicy gets their Muteless up a little bit earlier, looks like speed may have just finished now because they are able to chase them down. But without a layer, the Muteless are going to come in soon, and there's not going to be too much that he can use to defend. He's actually going to go. He's probably going all in with this in terms of selecting all his lava, pressing
But he does
Z,
have
and
the
then
sunken right there at the natural Aicy.
Yeah, so Aicy's in a really good position here. They've got the defender's advantage. It's going to be hard for Artanis to actually get any form of concave. He's actually going to have to push in here. He's going to have to see what damage he can do. If he can break through the links here, he can do a lot of damage in the main before the Spire.
And Zerglings just keep popping out because Artanis is not even going Lair. He's not even going Spire. He's going all out Zerglings at this point.
Yeah, so Aicy actually stopped to get his Spire, and rather than getting Zerglings there, he actually stopped to build some more drones, and this is going to give the opening that Artanis needs to move in and take out this hatchery at the natural, and maybe even go for the main. There's not too many Zerglings defending, there's no sunken colony, there's an overwhelming number of Zerglings, there's a train coming out of Artanis' base as well.
This is a non-stop number of Zerglings. I believe Artanis has been supply blocked, so he can't make more Zerglings. But if he could, he probably would have.
Yeah, he would have done if he would have. The Spire's actually going to be sniped here.
Oh no!
It's going to leave Aicy in an awful position.
And the drones are getting picked up one by one because of the overwhelming
magic. He
Zerglings.
may be able to survive. And GG!
And there's the GG by Aicy, conceding from the endless train of Zerglings from Artanis. Giving the game to the Twin Towers of Zenital Postmodern Practicality with 2-1.
That was a very well played game by Artanis. He was doing it all in, which is fair enough. Aicy not reading the situation well enough. He had an overlord over the hatcheries of Artanis, so he should have known that he was just pumping lings. That he did stop to try and build some drones, and the second that happened was the second he was put in dire straits.
Yeah, ZVZ requires